My name's Lisa, and I've worked here for about 5 years now.
I bet it's very interesting working at a zoo.
Well, just sort of get used to it really. I mean, when I tell people I work at a zoo, I get comments about being a keeper, like mucking out the animals and feeding them and what have you. I mean, I wouldn't be seen dead doing that. I respect the keepers, of course I do, but I mean, would you really want to come home to that stink? To be honest, I don't even like animals that much.
What first drew you to taking a job here?
I don't know really. It's been so long now I can barely remember. I started off on reception and then helped out in HR for a bit, and the rest is history.
And what is it that you like most about HR?
I like people managing. I like to try and get the best out of someone. I mean, it can be difficult if certain people don't have a great deal of potential, but regardless, you have to strive to get all you can out to someone, even if it can be like getting blood out of a stone.
Teamwork must be very important here.
Yes and no. I mean, you have very different job roles here at the zoo. You get the likes of the keepers and catering that are very pally-pally, a bit too friendly if you ask me. But HR can't really be like that. We have to be professional, impartial.
Can it be quite a lonely job?
No. To be honest, I wouldn't want to be mixing with some of the people that work here, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, I have loads of friends outside of work, but I know how to keep my work and social life separate. I come here to do just that, work. I'm not here to have fun and make lifelong friends.
But isn't a friendly atmosphere good for the business?
It's family friendly here, of course it is. It has to be. I mean, the likes of guest services, they tend to be too overly friendly, but I think it's the nature of the job, you know, they gotta pretend to like each other. I can be like that, you see. I find it very false. What you see is what you get.
And what's that?
The best employee in the entire zoo. Joking I am. No, I think I'm firm but fair when it comes to the employees. I mean, some of the supervisors and managers, they can be too overly friendly, hence my previous point. You know, they don't know how to be with their employees. That's where I come in. Sometimes they need someone like me. Sometimes I need to be a bitch.
I expect this lovely weather will draw the crowds.
Oh yeah, definitely. But luckily, I don't have to deal with members of the public. Just joking. But no, HR does have to be based away from all the hustle and bustle because we do need to concentrate. We're on the first floor, yeah. At the moment, we share with payroll, though don't know why that's necessary. Look at them with a little lock on the door, bless them. I think they're so important.
Do you work with many others?
No. Main HR office is just down there. I won't show you in there this morning. Be like a den of trolls before they've had their coffee. Morning, Alice. This is my own personal office. I do need privacy because what I do is quite delicate. Don't mind the sign, it's been waiting to be changed for weeks.
You're a HR assistant?
No. Well, officially, but I essentially run the department. I mean, on paper, Karen is head of HR, but between you and me, she does fuck all. I think before long, that title will be very different.
HR admin?
No, head of HR.
Oh, so is Karen leaving then?
No, not yet. This is it. Small but cosy. Personal little touches, don't mind those. Little selection of zoo animals. We don't have dragons here, just to clarify.
Oh, what's that down there?
Oh, that's just serving as my kitchen for now.
Why's that?
I just don't particularly like preparing my lunch in the kitchen down the hall anymore. A lot of thieving hands go in that fridge. All I'm going to say is that a lot of people up here seem to like muller corners. And I have my suspicions. I'm not stupid. If that bitch so much as looks the wrong way at a Kit Kat and she puts on half a stone. Anyway, fancy a coffee?
Oh, no thank you.
Yeah, so I like it here. A nice big desk, lots of storage. Do you like my chairs?
I just feel they're a bit more personal, you know, you can't sort of swivel around and turn your back on anyone. This is my computer, obviously. Looks like a telly, doesn't it? Don't you think? Obviously it's not. I don't watch telly at work. It's very unprofessional. But I didn't like the usual screens that the other staff have. So I asked for this one. And I mean, Rob, that's a big boss, he was more than happy to give me this. He does like me, Rob does, to be honest. be lost without me, if truth be told.
So what's an average day like?
Well, where do I start? I mean, I usually get up quite early, have my shower and what have you, and it doesn't take me long to get ready, so I've got time when I go down to have my breakfast to watch the news and all.
I meant at work.
Oh, well, it's all pretty standard stuff really. I mean, each working day is a challenge and it varies, but I don't think many could cope with what I do.
How would you usually begin your day?
Well, I prioritise coffee first. But no, once I'm comfy, the long slog begins. I have to work through my mountains of paperwork, check that everything's in order, update the systems and what have you.
So the role is mainly that of an administrator?
No, I mean that's just a small chunk of what I do. There's a lot more to my job than that.
What else does your role entail?
Well, I mean, I keep things in order and check that things are running as they should be.
And how do you do that?
Well, that's confidential. Coffee, no sugar. Sweet enough, you see. Ooh, it's a bit hot. Jake, you're fired.
Joking, I am. He's a twat though. I don't know why they pay him, to be honest. Just checking a few emails. Oh, for God's sake.
Do you usually have to deal with a lot of stress this early in the morning?
No, it's not usually this bad. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? No, Joyce, I don't know who stole your hedgehog mug, but I very much doubt it was one of the keepers. Whoever showed her how to send emails around the entire zoo has a lot to answer for. She accused me of stealing her badger pen once. I mean, do I look like someone who likes badgers? Honestly, the woman's a menace.
Are there lots of other emails for you to work through?
No, probably not. They'll come flooding in soon though. Just finish this first.
Oh, event invite. Meeting for this afternoon. I'm called to a lot of meetings, I am. Mainly for disciplinaries and interviews and what have you. I mean, it does distract from the main brunt of my work, but when I'm needed, I'm needed.
Are you going to be observing me work for the entire day? Or?
We just want to get a full picture of what you do.
Right.
It's okay, just pretend we're not here. Carry on as you usually would.
Just working through some forms. Oh, blue ink. Honestly, it states clearly at the top, fill it in black ink. Destined for the shredder, this one.
And what are the forms for?
That's confidential, I'm afraid. This one's changing his address. I mean, listen to this. Why would you change your address from Landor Lane to Willycroft Crescent? Willycroft. Oh, Williscroft. Still sounds funny though, doesn't it? Oh, Willycroft. I like to keep things neat and tidy. You want to see the state of some of the other offices. Oh. Lisa Jones speaking. Oh, this is Karen, my boss. I'll just put her on speakerphone. Hiya Karen, how's it going?
Where are you?
In my office, working. If you got my landline, you should know.
Well, you should be at your review meeting. You accepted the calendar invite.
Right. Must have slipped my mind. I have been very busy up here, you see.
Right, well, come down to meeting room 1 straight away, please.
That woman is so rude.
Is this an important meeting?
Well, to be honest, it's more of a formality than anything else. All the staff have to have a yearly review. The likes of me don't really need one, but if I didn't have one, then the rest of the staff would be moaning it's unfair. Right, I gotta go in. I'll probably only be a few minutes.
You were in there a lot longer than expected. How did it go?
Yeah, it was fine.